Welcome back to the channel, guys, and in this episode we are going to be working on a project which is pretty cool. Two different styles of aluminium. We're going to do a whole bunch of cutting, a whole bunch of engraving. Hopefully this excites your creativity and helps you make a decision or helps you come up with some ideas to create something for yourself or someone, or even to sell. So let's get straight into it. Okay, this is a pretty simple project to follow. It can give you a wide variety of different ideas and how you want to do this. So we've got two types of aluminium here. We've got black anodized aluminium and we've just got regular just sheet aluminium. So you can get these guillotine cut to size as we've got here, but I ran out of silver aluminium. So I'm going to have to cut the same size out here. So this will be the image that we're going to be engraving and cutting, and this is going to be the backdrop, or the background as we call it. So the tools we're going to be using for cutting, you can use a variety of different tools. You can use a jigsaw, you can use a grinder, you can use the Dremel blades if you want to use that, whatever's easiest for you. And then we're just going to make a cut, and then we're going to move on to the actual image itself. So the image is this. So for all your football fans out there, I don't really watch football, so the idea behind this is we're going to be cutting just the outline out. As you can see from this sort of area here, it's really thin, so we're going to be super careful in how we do this. So this is going to be cut out, the Tottenham Hotspur cockerel, and that's going to be mounted on top of the silver aluminium. And then we're going to be engraving the wording on the top, on the bottom, on the background. So there's a whole different variety of things going on here, and it is really quite pleasing to the eye once it's all done and all comes together quite well. And then how we're going to mount this to the aluminium is just with some screws, and we're going to stand it off about 10 mil from the silver aluminium, so it actually stands up. And it gives us a little bit of a 3D effect, which is pretty cool. So what we're going to do first is we're going to trace this image, just the outline, onto the protective sheet here, and then we'll make sure we save this, because we're going to use this image again so we can outline all these little lines here, so we can get all those details onto the actual cutout itself, and then we're going to engrave those. Wow, this rain is pretty damn loud. On the other hand, at least it's filling up all the watering holes and the water crossings when we go off-roading and four-wheel driving. So it's going to make it quite fun. So that's pretty cool. But trying to film in this is quite a challenge. So I have to wait for like a lull in the rain, and then I've got to quickly set up the camera and film. So yeah, this sucks. Righty, we are done. Okay, we did some cutting, did some grinding, and we did some filing. We did everything. So if you got access to like a bandsaw, that would be totally awesome. Make things super easy. But it turned out pretty good. So what we got to do now is, remember I told you in the beginning of the video, we got to keep that that image and the transfer paper. We've got to keep that, because we're going to transfer the details of the football and the crest on, and then we're going to have to do some writing in here. So we're not going to put the Tottenham Hotspur, we're going to change that. We're just going to use the same sort of layout and change the writing to what we want. And then this was pretty easy, you know, 3 lines, and it got it cut out. So we've got some writing on the top here and some writing at the bottom. And then when we add these together and put this 10mm standoff, it's going to look pretty cool. So yeah, looking forward to it. So let's get tracing. Righty, now that we're on our closing stages of our project, we really want to concentrate on those lines and make sure everything's nice and clean and crisp and looks good. So use this opportunity before you mount everything together and do the finishing touches, is just to double check everything, go over your line work, and if you are unsure about certain things, just get a second opinion from someone. So what we're going to do in this particular stage, so we've done the background line work, which is pretty clean, it's pretty nice. What you'll find with anything on a silver background, it does slightly pop, but we're going to use it a technique called stippling, and that really accentuates the actual engraving and really makes it stand out. So that's what we want to do. So we've got the cockerel, that's all been done. So the edges, we're going to concentrate on the edges, really tidy things up now. So again, we could use that stippling technique around the edges, really give that a completely different look. It's nice and clean, but we want to give it that engraving touch and match that stippling technique on the edges with the background and let everything sort of kind of flow together. And you'll see all the contrasting colors and all the things that are going on, which will be pretty nice. And then we're going to mount it, that'll be the finishing touches, and then just clean it up. So yeah, let's get straight into it. That's a wrap, guys. Thank you very much for joining me in this episode where I show you how to put together a little project like this, relatively inexpensive. All you're paying for is the materials such as the aluminium, a little bit of your time, and you know, you can come up with really great little projects like this. You know, Rich was really fun to make, so they come out really well. So it's dependent on your creativity and where you go from here. There's so many different things you can do. So if you have any questions or anything like that, hit me down below in the comment section. And if you like the video, hit that thumbs up. That really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing. And we will definitely see you guys in the next one.